Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour and welcome back to the 3v3 challenge where I posted part 1 just the other day. So I did say part 2 would be coming, but yeah, it's actually not coming in the same form with like all the communications and stuff recorded. And the reason for that is, yeah, as you know, I've mentioned loads of times, I'm actually getting bored of mentioning it. I had loads of PC issues and my computer kind of crashed after 3 hours. So I lost I didn't record the last part, so here we are having to watch back the replays. Now, the weird thing for me is here that because this isn't really that fresh in my mind now, it happened at like 29th of Jan, I think. So yeah, I was debating whether to even post the whole challenge or not because I only had like half a video, but yeah, I can't necessarily remember what happened in every single one of the games from this point. So sometimes it's actually good to look back on things because in the moment you might think, oh yeah, I did the right thing, or we definitely did the best strategy. But sometimes when you watch things like a month later, even like I always think your opinions of things change over time. Like you may think one day this is the best strat or whatever, but then in a few weeks you might think, actually, no, wait, I can clearly see there was something better to do. And as you saw, we already lost a few of the games. It's 4-4. So there's always room for improvement. So yeah, that's a little introduction. Let's see if I actually remember what happens in this game. We've got RaGe down here with Nuke. We've got Mia in the middle here as GLA in the red. And then we've got Size here with the blue, also GLA, I believe. We've got him against ViViD and basically a GLA mirror there. Is he demo? No, he's not demo. I'm just going for the mid here. I don't think we actually necessarily came up with such a big strong strat here, or like a well-coordinated strat. I think we just kind of wanted to take over the middle and kind of just play a regular game without any super crazy strategy like doubling one player. But looking back now, maybe actually doubling a player would be a good idea. Here's Size's TNT actually getting stopped. Now the thing is, you got GLA here for ViViD, ammo here for a soup weapon in the middle, and then down in the bottom left you got Marakar with a nuke mirror against RaGe. Got a new subscriber. Still got the alerts on. So yeah, the problem is here is that ammo soup weapon in mid is very, very strong. He's always a mid player, and having a USA in the middle protected by the others is very good. Is very decent because once the V's get up in their numbers, as you've seen in countless other Zero Hour videos and replays, V's just wreck everything, and especially when he starts dropping down EMPs and getting the Auroras up and stuff. So this is in our mind. If he gets on Auroras, then yeah, it might be bad for us. But yeah, I mean, maybe looking back now, maybe we should be doing some kind of a triple on the soup weapon and have more success, perhaps. So yeah, as you can see here, the V's already here for ammo. So some teams will coordinate a triple on the mid sometimes, or a double on the mid, and just ignore the side players and go for the middle guy, because it's kind of unexpected. It's just harder to do that because of this, obviously the side players protecting. And it's obviously a longer distance to travel. Defcon's quite a bunkery map, so you can generally drop down like one EMP and your base could be considered safe. Or you could take your bunkers and they could be considered safe here as well. So yeah, you're seeing here a combination of the Battle Masters here from Marakar, killing my workers, and then also these V's to deal with. So then you're in a bit of a pickle, let's say. Like, what do you make against that combination of units? As the GLA, you got to make technicals for the V's usually, but then you're also against enemy technicals, and then you're also against enemy Battle Masters. So it's all about the teamwork and what can you mix together. I think RaGe actually goes Helixes here, which actually I do think is very strong as the nuke. But yeah, if Marakar just builds the anti-air and then starts guard mode in, or just attack move in his nuke cannons, actually Helixes aren't going to do all too well against that. RaGe, is he going to sacrifice? No, he sees the gats and goes back, actually. So I'm trying to hold on to mid. I'm in a strong position, actually, because I've got 2 supplies in mid. Got my 2 oils, got my supply back home, going for a palace. That's a strong position. Tunneled my mates as well. That one's a little bit late, but tunneled Size here. But the problem is, ViViD, his GLA is a beast. As we talk about every game, his GLA is mental. It's got quads here to back it up. That's not... oh... RaGe? Oh, yeah, lost the legs. That's very bad, actually. Yeah, some of these moments you don't necessarily see when you're in the moment playing. But I think maybe I did see saw a Helix, but that was a very bad engagement there from RaGe. And RaGe is losing his front here as well, so... Yeah, RaGe not having an easy time against Marakar for sure. My tunnel there is very late as well. Even if my tunnel did get up, though, it's kind of hard to engage a nuke cannon when you're trying to hold the mid as well. And now there's Auroras out. So when you're against Auroras, EMPs, a strong GLA, it is a very, very hard recipe to beat. Size is well and truly bunkered in with this amount of tunnels and stuff, but the Vs are already making a dent in his base, pushing back the tunnels. Got RaGe here with an Overlord and ECM. Very much needed, actually. He's bringing in a speaker tower, Licks. Don't know how much use that's going to be by itself. But the quads don't seem interested in targeting it at the moment. There's a funny thing in Zero, actually, where you make some stingers and they actually attack enemy captured structures. Yeah, look at these Auroras now. Bad loss for RaGe there. That's actually my quads taken out. Yes, sometimes I always say if you lose an engagement in some place, take the battle to where you can win an engagement. So I was coming around the side there, picking off some free workers. Did lose one quad, but yeah, once those Auroras are out and yeah, he's making drop zones, EMPs, EMP there as well, it becomes very, very difficult to break. So thinking back now, maybe a TNT through the middle and hitting the super weapon from the beginning probably would have had some more success. I quit out here.
You have been defeated.
Realizing there's not much of a chance. I don't know if the other players continue. I think they do. Realizing there's not much of a chance. Once the Auroras are out, like, you're trying to engage this. I mean, Size might try and continue here. He's actually TNT'd ViViD's oil. Didn't necessarily know that. But yeah, when you lose in mid to Auroras, and also RaGe is losing the 1v1 here against Marakar, sometimes people will say, oh, you quit prematurely or whatever. But honestly, sometimes I think you're just saving time. Gonna take a little bit of a miracle. Maybe you could clear this up against Marakar, but actually dealing with all this in the mid, like ViViD's GLA, as I said before, is a beast. But then when you've got Auroras flying over, every time you pop your army or every time you get a decent engagement, an Aurora comes and wipes out your army straight away. So you need to get the Auroras out, really. And RaGe is getting well and truly pushed back here. Size with a nice pop there, picks off the Auroras, but because he's making quads though, he is going to therefore lose against the Search and Destroy Vs and the Scorpions. So all of this should get cleared up now, I think. Nuke missile is up for Marakar as well, so it's going to be on nuke mix. And that is it. Bit anticlimactic, really. But yeah, thinking back now, we should have done some kind of hard double on the side or whatever, because just leaving ammo with super weapon in the middle is not good. Supported by two strong players, you can't just let the Auroras get out. You've got to do something quick. So we could actually probably, thinking back, do a double on ammo in the middle. Maybe me and Size. Well, actually, Size went in with the TNT, didn't he? But he got blocked by that EMP there of ammo from the beginning. So yeah, not ideal. I think we could have come up with a better strat. We could have doubled hard one side, or at least the middle guy, to potentially get the win there. I think anything is generally winnable in 3v3. Like in a 1v1, you get China versus Tox. Okay, you might not have much of a chance. Or you get Super Weapon versus Tox, you might not have much of a chance. But in 3v3, I think it balances it a lot more, because a well-coordinated strike on one player to get him out can actually sometimes flip the balance. Okay, jumping into the reverse then. So yeah, according to my opinion, we should have the better armies now, because even though GLA versus super weapon in a 1v1, like I said, GLA might necessarily win most of the time, 80% of the time, 90% of the time, something like that in a 1v1, depending on the map. But actually in a 3v3 Defcon, when you're actually quite secure, actually I probably prefer to have the super weapon, because once you get that amount of Vs out, EMPs and Auroras, it causes loads and loads of damage. So yeah, just wondering here if we actually came up with any hard strat. Or sometimes when you lose a game, sometimes you tend to say, oh yeah, we'll just copy what they did. But actually, what I actually like to do, I've just remembered now, go for a 3MD drop with a dozer, and what you'll do is drop that on the back of the nuke. Strong strat in Defcon, because you struggle as a super weapon to make any impact on the game in the first opening minutes of the game. I'm actually going for a double drop here, because I'm going to drop RaGe's oil. Another pro tip in Defcon is it's good for just one person to upgrade the $1,000 capture upgrade. So if you drop both like this, you can laser lock some stuff, laser lock some trucks, and then it'll also build an EMP. Now, the chances are, if this GLA reacts correctly, that EMP won't get up. But what you will do, though, is distract his first technical, and therefore his first technical won't be able to go and do something against RaGe or Size, for example. So his first attack now is completely delayed. He can't send that technical to go and kill Size's workers or whatever. And then he might end up bringing another TNT because actually currently this supply is going down. So straight away, Marakar's quite hurt here just by that drop. And yeah, not moving that truck out of the way, you could say that's kind of bad. And actually, if he loses that supply there, it's actually very bad for him. I can't remember if he loses the entire thing or not. Well, he's looking another truck here. Yes, that's actually quite a lot of damage. Didn't count exactly. Was that 3 trucks on a dozer gone down? Or something like that? And what was that's actually done then? He's bought us all time for me then to try and get the oils and get these oils. But ViViD has actually done what I said in the previous game and actually ignored Size and come through and TNT'd me. Because you're quite weak as super weapon in the beginning. Unless, yeah, you do an ICMP. But mine's over there. And I've got low power because ViViD just come in and TNT'd everything. So, good thing is for Size that he's on 2 war factories now. ViViD hasn't got his oils, whereas Size has. So Size is going to be strong. But, yeah, I've taken a bit of a hit there. But, likewise, Marakar is also taking a bit of a hit. So, you would think that would give RaGe a good opportunity to now push out and do something. But he is losing trucks, actually. Gotta think, RaGe is probably one of the best players to ever touch Zero out, but actually he hasn't been playing a hell of a lot as of recent, like with his work and personal life and stuff. He only comes on at random times for like a few hours and that's it. Like once every 2 weeks. So you can't expect him to be an absolute beast in his current form, but when he is on form, he is an absolute monster for sure. But he's not even in a bad position anyway. I mean, I'm getting his oils. He's helping me over here with this Battlemaster. I still haven't got one of the oils, but I've preserved my ranges so I can actually get him. So once I get up and running now, I'll be on my main supply, which hopefully will be coming soon. And I'll be on 4 oils. So cleared ViViD out of there with the combat drop. If you've got spare ranges, good to combat drop some buildings. But ViViD is continually hitting me, but that means then that actually Size is now pushed into ViViD's base. So as long as I can just stabilize with the help of RaGe's Battlemaster here, then actually ViViD is looking in a bad situation, or at least Ammo has to help him significantly. Ammo is collecting on the mid. Actually, they have full control of the mid, really. They've got a few tunnels and workers here, but RaGe is harassing, but Size is pushing in. That was actually a Battlemaster from Marakar, was it? Size is very good at just spamming the quads. I know it sounds simple, but he really does get an amount of quads out that you have to really focus if you're going to try and beat him on the getting that amount of units out. I mean, it's lucky, just like literally won't build a palace for ages. He'll just pump out all of his units. The kind of DK Crazy style as well. DK Crazy is known for that as well, I think. Just making a ton of money and making a ton of units and just pushing. Sounds simple, but when you play against it, or when you see it in action, yeah, some players are definitely better than others. So yeah, Size pushing well and truly here. This is giving me now time to build up my Vs. Marakar is building a CC. And RaGe just kind of still spamming tier 1 units. Is he hunted though? I think he gets... Yeah, I think he was hunted. I think that was his last dozer, wasn't it? Building a prop or something. But with Size now pushing and basically killing ViViD, you would imagine he's probably going to capture them 2 oils for himself as well. Size is in a very, very strong position. But the reason he's been able to do this is because ViViD went for me in the beginning, but wasn't really able to fully kill me. Like, I kept my CC, you're not going to hunt me. I went for 4 oils and I at least got 2 of them, and then later I got 4. So yeah, as I said, even if you do a hit on the middle super weapon, maybe ammo should have come in as well. But that's where that actually my drop forced ammo to kind of come over here and help Marakar for a second. So yeah, all of these things, it's like a big jigsaw puzzle. Everything's having an impact on things. This is something actually Ammo likes to do. He likes to get an aggressive tunnel and push these positions. I'm losing a power plant there. I'm potentially going to lose... Probably thinking, why have I got a supply there? Well, I just built it there really quick so I could long distance collect from back here because I had loads of Chinooks. But yeah, Size doing extraordinarily well. Size is such a solid team player. And actually me now bringing these Vs in as well. I think I will lose that supply, but I can just remake it with the dozer. I need to put that dozer back and do something with it, basically. Have I even got power?
Low power.
No. It's a bad idea, that, actually. I think I cancel that in a second and just build the power first. Always build the power first. It's like when you start, don't build a barracks before a power. Overall, it's slower. Size knows there's demo traps here. Still has his quad a little bit too close. I'd scanned that for him. One benefit of over the years that's kind of changed is I don't think many people used to play on voice communication, but now with voice communication you can say literally, can you just scan here for me, without having to take your hands off the keyboard and type it, which may take you 5 seconds, 10 seconds, depending on how long the sentence is or how fast you type. And that is GG. See, RaGe managed to hold. My V numbers got up in the end. The double or the hit on me from ViViD didn't work, and then that allowed Size to just get too strong, left his GLA on the side, and actually pushed and did exactly what he needed to. Yeah, if his guy, which is ViViD, is going to go for me, Size then needs to make sure he wins his side, and he did exactly that, like with flying colors. So yeah, 5-5 goes the score. Okay, so back in the next game, we're back on Armored Fury. This time is an air game, but we've definitely got the better armies here to start things off. So RaGe's got GLA. I am air in the mid, and Size is here with USA laser on the side. So it's kind of top versus bottom. At bottom, we've got Marakar as Tox, ammo as air, which you think that's a strong combo. But then here, you've got super weapon for ViViD. So actually, I came up with the strat for this one. Told RaGe to go for 2 suppliers and 2 arms dealers, scrapping all of his tunnels, not making any tunnels at all. And then what he will do is just make a load of technicals to start off with, because no matter what ViViD makes, technicals are going to wreck it. And no matter what ViViD does to drop on me, because he has to go for some kind of a drop before my airfields get up. So obviously I'm going to go airfields here. A few Raptors, just literally 2 or 3 Raptors, and ViViD's going to get extraordinarily wrecked. Like 1, 2, 3, and his whole economy's gone, and he can't collect, and he's going to die. So of course you expect a drop here from ViViD. We 100% knew this. So that's why I started building 2 airfields. But as soon as I see he's going for some kind of a drop, immediately drop down a barracks, because if RaGe is only making technicals, then this missile defender will help shut down that dozer. If he starts bringing ranges or whatever, I can actually start making my own ranges as well. Just took that dozer behind there to protect it. So we want to try and clear this up as fast as possible, and as soon as you clear this up without taking any damage, you immediately know it's going to be GG. So even though Size is probably going to lose a 1v1 here against the Tox, you're banking on actually killing the super weapon there on the bottom right faster, and then actually start pushing towards the air. So yeah, as soon as ViViD is out, this goes massively in our favor. So RaGe actually brought his 2 terrorists. He still made 2 terrorists to actually guard against the dozer drop. And RaGe has now completely cleared that up. There's only a few ranges here. It's straight away now, that should be GG, because now immediately my Raptors can start either... You've got a choice here. You can either help Size or actually go and kill ViViD. I actually think in this position it's better to go and kill the ViViD, because you can immediately get out one player just with 4 Raptor strikes. Whereas helping Size, what is he effectively going to be able to do by making Vs against King Raptors of ammo? He's going to have a lesser impact on the game. So what you want to get ViViD out, start getting RaGe on the quad spam and stuff. Technical comes in here from Marakar, but I'm on that with the Raptors. Size at this point is kind of like in the same situation as ViViD. I think he's got no chance against the Raps. Ammo making Comanches. Here's another technical, actually. Do I see this one? Or not? But as soon as these Raptors get across, now this is 3. That is surely going to finish off ViViD. Want to make sure in this situation, always collect on 2 Chinooks, never floating any cash. If you suddenly find your airfields are full, make sure you're dropping another one down in advance. So that's like a $2,400 hit, which is going to have more impact than coming in and killing that tunnel, for example, and saving Size just a tiny little bit. Size is actually causing some kind of problems, though. Didn't necessarily realize this in the game. So the problem is now for their team... is that this guy is going to be dead, and RaGe is going to be on quad spam. Combined with my Raptors, that's going to be bad news for their Air Force. Because suddenly he's got a combination of Raptors and quads to make. You could say, okay, they've got a Tox, but actually, looks like Size is actually doing a little bit of damage here to the Tox. So yeah, Size is laser, whereas ViViD is super weapon, so that is an advantage. But actually, when you think about it, it is more or less a mirror, isn't it? It's just flipped. I didn't really think about that. But yeah, I think we still got the stronger army because GLA's got cheaper quads and Laser's got cheaper Vs than Super Weapon and than Tox for the quads. So I've just been annoying with a V and a Ranger drop. But he's gonna be kicked out from the game in a second. But that's going to give me a load of cash. So you see the difference is that we've killed ViViD a hell of a lot quicker. Whereas Size, if he quits now, he's going to give me 4 Chinooks and all this cash. And actually, do I block that? Yeah, I blocked that. And that's a very, very big save, really, because 3 Raptors shots wasted. Okay, some of them hit, but if that just repairs now, it's all kind of wasted. So yeah, in these kind of GLA air games, I always think take out, or any kind of air games, I always think take out the ground army first, and then naturally you'll be able to kill the air later on. You take out the GLA and take out the Vs of the other guy, and naturally you should just be able to kill this Air Force. Floating 10k here, but I think that's because Size has just given me a ton of cash. Yeah, all about trying to keep the Raptors as busy as possible. If they are injured like that, make sure they stay on and repair. And it's actually easier to group them up here. So you're going to use control groups. You're going to select two, press control group 1, and select another 2, press control group 2, 3, and 4, and so on. So this is what some air players actually like to do, is transition into Comanches. Now, sometimes this can pay off, but I think it's a little bit too much of a gamble for my liking. Because if you find the Comanches, then obviously the Raps wreck the Comanches. The Comanches can only win if the Raptors are caught on the ground. So a way of dealing with this, you can either just click on them, scan them and click on them, or you can just guard air near it and it should just automatically get it. Expect a gunship here from Ammo. Ammo's actually ahead of me in terms of XP. But I think I've been primarily hitting Chinooks, which I'm not sure how much XP you get from Chinook kills. Marakar's actually still in it. But combined now with RaGe's ground push of loads of quads, combined with my Raps, and now also transitioning to Comanches. When you float in loads of cash and you've got loads of full airfields, better make something. So yeah, I thought we'll go Comanches as well. Expect a gunship now on Ammo's airfield. RaGe doing a good job of spending all of his cash and now pushing in here. So that's going to be bad news for Ammo now, because how is he going to deal with that? I don't think Ammo's got many units at all, really. Barracks that gets taken down by the... that was a bit overkill there, wasn't it? Yeah, Barracks goes down to the A10. Carpet Bomb comes in. Does that kill 2 airfields there? Killed a lot of Raps, at least. ViViD has been defeated. I'm not sure how he was even still in the game, to be honest. Thought he was already out. Maybe he just had 1 building left somewhere. Maybe it was that. But yeah, once them quads come in,
you are victorious.
that's bad news to them. So yeah, I think we had a slight army advantage there because of the cheaper Vs for laser and also the cheaper quads for GLA. And I also think we had a better strat of going for 2 supplies and 2 war factories. I think is better because you can get out more units quicker. Okay, so we only need 1 more to win here. Best of 13 means first to win 7. But yeah, having a super weapon, super weapon has to go for some kind of a drop. I can't necessarily remember exactly what we do here. Does he... Did we try and join in a specific order here? Yeah, we did. Tried to join in a specific order. Actually, I think we make RaGe quit really early. And the idea was to give power to Size. But actually, I think when he does surrender, I think the power goes to me, so we kind of messed this one up. In terms of that opening. Okay, so I'm just going for double airfield because I'm not expecting a drop this time unless unless Marakar's going to go for a drop. But in that case, you'd scan it and see, and just cancel 1 and make a barracks if he does go for it. But yeah, RaGe really has to make something happen now because his biggest impact in the game is going to happen in the first 2 minutes, and then after that, as soon as the Raps start getting up for ammo, it's going to be GG because to take out a couple of Chinooks and his economy is gone. So, actually, did we coordinate here that we were going to kill Marakar? Yeah, RaGe is going for a drop on Marakar. This drop's a little bit slow though from RaGe. Is that just because he's looking in his base? Yeah, that paused for a little bit there. So yeah, RaGe going into Marakar's base. And actually, that's my wrap shot. It actually did hit. I thought that was going to miss then. So again, the strat for me here is to actually kill this guy as fast as possible. RaGe going for a double drop, actually. So yeah, he dropped 3 more MDs and a Ranger. But then straight away, you see RaGe is dead. But yeah, Marakar's also in a bad situation, but at least he's got 1 V out, I suppose. And he's still collecting on 1 Chinook, whereas RaGe is literally dead, yeah. I mean, it's alright building that EMP, but if 2 Raptors come in and just take out your power, that's it. So yeah, I'm trying to help here by killing the tunnels. As long as Marakar's not collecting. He actually is. He's collecting on 3 supplies. Didn't realize he's gone for 3 supplies. But ammo's actually coming in, hitting me, actually trying to hit my power. Does get it as well. Now, at this point, if you know that the power from RaGe would go to size, my opinion, and some people may disagree, or some people say, oh, well, it's not fun or whatever. Well, the idea for me is you have fun by winning, and I think to win here, the greater chance is to actually for RaGe to surrender and give the power to the GLA. Now, you can't choose who it goes to, but the order that you join in sometimes has an impact. So I think if we'd have got size to actually join, you see it's gone to me. But I think if you we got size to host the game and then RaGe joined and then me, I think if RaGe surrendered then it would have gone to size. So we joined in the wrong order then. So there's things that you don't think about necessarily when you play in these kind of challenges. If you join in certain orders and then surrender, if you got a tactical surrender coming in, then yeah, you can do that. So yeah, that's a major blow. If that went to size and you saw how good his spam was before without the power, then yeah, I really think that would have been a massive boost here. So actually here, if you look at the map, I actually think we're in a very good position. Size is kind of everywhere, would like him to get that as well, but he doesn't have that much cash. I'm trying to come in and go for something. What am I going for here? I'll go for ViViD supply. So yeah, as I said before, you primarily want to hit the GLA. You want to hit the ground army, because as soon as you've got that in your base, that's a very bad situation. Blocked a lot of ammo shots there. So actually, so far so good. Not looking so bad for us. But actually, could do with probably a tunnel here from size, but I don't think, yeah, we're expecting a massive quad push here, and that's a Vet 3 as well. Which means it's going to do more damage. So yeah, as soon as they catch you unawares and your airfields go down, it's kind of bad, and I think it leaves me with not very much cash here as well. I should be moving these Chinooks out of the way. Size trying to come in and help, but then that gives space to the air player to come and do something. Actually, Marakar's still in the game. It's probably a mistake from me. Probably should be hunting him if he's selling his CC or if he lost his CC. Yeah, I should be moving these Chinooks out of the way. I shouldn't be flying these Raptors near. But sometimes you kind of got to quickly scramble. Sometimes they aren't always going to be control grouped properly because you're not expecting those quads right there, right now. This guy's trying to help as much as he can. Would be nice if he expanded to that, but I think he's distracted pretty much everywhere. One quad is still going for a runner. It's going to take out Size's workers on his main. That's the Vet 3. Is that the same Vet 3 quad that I mentioned before? Funny if it's the same one. It's what I mean about these strong units. That was the one that was taking the damage from the firebase. I see how much it's distracting Size now. Such a big impact on the game. And killed all of his workers, by the way. So actually, game is kind of stabilizing. Kind of a mirror situation. Marakar's still alive, though. And I think ViViD potentially... Does he have more map control and more tunnels in place? I think he does. That's what I mean about GLA for ViViD. It's very, very strong. Here comes a carpet bomb, which I don't think I'm on a strat. That's going to kill that airfield for sure. Yeah, this is looking pretty bad for me now. So I've actually gone Comanches, but I've left myself here with not enough cash. To make these Chinooks. I should have been remaking Chinooks. Or should have been saving the Chinooks, rather. Size lost some units there. So yeah, it's this ViViD attack down the bottom here that's really, really screwed me. And yeah, if Size has a tunnel here, this defense is so much easier rather than letting the quads in and then chasing them. I mean, Size was everywhere anyway, so it's a hard task. ViViD is the one who's playing just like a beast and catching his unawares here. But yeah, once them quads start coming in, that's then allowing time for Ammo to go and do stuff out on the map because Size has got all of his army here distracted. But yeah, I think a well-placed tunnel probably could have worked a little bit better here. But yeah, Air's very strong at a distance. If there's a million quads in your base and you're chasing them around your base and they catch your raptors on the airfield, then yeah, has a hard time. Trying to hit ViViD's economy here. If you've only got 3 raps and you can't engage this necessarily. Actually, I do think this is a mistake for me because I just used them raptors, but then Size wanted help with this bunker. So what I actually should have done with those 3 raptors is actually hit that bunker for Size, and this engagement would have gone much better for him. A mistake on my part, but I think I'd already gone and attacked that supply. I think that's why. But yeah, I should have helped because, as I said before, we should focus on the ground army. And if I'd helped with that, Size would have more quads now and potentially be able to win this engagement. I don't know if he wins this anyway. Let's see. ViViD sending in the radar trucks. Size is winning it anyway with the help of the veterancy. I do help Size a bit there, taking out that, but Size is getting pushed back now, whereas ViViD is still kind of collecting on a load of places. Long distance collecting from here, apparently. Marakar, I don't even know how he's still in the game. Ammo racking up all the XP from the tunnel kills. Raptors detect stealth, so you can actually detect the drones, which is actually very good. Clearing up the map vision of the enemy. But Ammo's just been given loads of free time here. Now Size is base under threat. I've got 3 raps here. Think I go back to help. Once the production gets camped like that, it's hard. You're gonna need a good multi-kill here. Bit of a delayed raptor hit there, but 2 Comanches do go down. Some missiles left, used to hit that V. But you can clearly see we're losing ground here. We clearly should have killed Marakar because he's back in the game now and being a little bit of an annoyance. But I think... yeah, the whole thing here is kind of slanted because we keep getting hit from this side here by ViViD. Thinking back, maybe if RaGe could have lasted like 1 or 2 more minutes, maybe instead of making the EMP that relies on the power, maybe could have made a firebase or maybe just a few more missile defenders and laser lock the first coming units. Even if you just delay ViViD like 30 seconds, 60 seconds, give us a little bit more time to breathe, Size to do a little bit more, maybe a better placed tunnel. I think with those things, we'd have been in a much better position right now. Here comes a carpet bomb, but Size getting pushed back here. We've got another group of quads in here, which is so annoying. Here comes carpet bomb. I'm on now Comanches, but Comanches can't fight Comanches. But I am going to take out this V at least. But yeah, Marakar still being in the game is just such an annoyance. Size getting wiped out. And yeah, it's such an annoying situation really because we were in a really strong position. think if the power had gone to size, and if size had done a tunnel there, just them little two simple things, I really think we should have won this. But actually, as you can see here, it's looking pretty grim. The other team have just taken over the whole map. I'm losing Chinooks here again, which I'm not moving, which is another mistake. I'm shooting drones, apparently. Got my Raptors on guard mode and they're shooting drones. That does happen sometimes. I've been defeated and Size has been defeated, and that is it. So it goes to 6-6, goes to a decider. Okay, so welcome to the decider. I'm just going to pause it a second when I introduce the players, including me. So we've got USA in the mid here for me. We've got GLA for Size on the left, and then RaGe with the China Vanilla on the right. He's in a mirror against China Vanilla. I'm in a mirror against USA, and Size is in a mirror against ViViD. Remember, we always talk about how good ViViD's GLA is, which is super good. And Size is like, oh, why do I have to face ViViD again? So in this one, we actually decide to come up with a double. I always think it's good to double the China Vanilla here. So if I remember correctly, I go for some kind of a drop, and then RaGe will bring in a bunch of flamers. Because if China makes a war factory, and then you drop some missile defenders, let's say here, and then RaGe brings in a flamer, someone tell me, or you think in the comments, what can that China Vanilla make that can combat the 3 MDs and a flamer? And the answer is not a lot. Don't know why Size is beaking it. Yeah, if he makes a flamer to kill the MDs, it'll just get laser locked. If he makes a troop crawler, the flamer from RaGe will clear it up. Yeah, there's basically nothing China Vanilla can make. If he makes a Battle Master, it'll get laser locked. If he makes a GAT, it'll get laser locked and flame walled. So yeah, that's the strat we go for here. Heavy double on the China, leaving Size in a 1v1 against ViViD. Lucky him. And yeah, some people in the stream comments and whatever call me Dropinator, because every time I play USA in the mid as Defcon, pretty much always going for a drop. So question is, who am I going to drop? You have got another option here. You could drop the USA and try and get in his bunker and laser lock some Chinooks. And you could drop a dozer on this GLA, which actually probably would have worked because he's actually late making that terror, so maybe you could have done something here. But I think the bigger impact is actually going over here. And actually, yeah, I tried to build a barracks as well so I can even reinforce it. But there is a tank hunter here. So yeah, one guy does escape, which actually is a little bit disappointing. Ideally, you want to laser lock even the first unit, so he's got no units out. I'm in a bit of a dilemma here, because what do you do with that dozer? Do you go and run it over and get a TNT planted, or do you keep wandering around? Yeah, what do you actually do? RaGe bringing in the flamers now. He's gone for 2 supplies, double war factory, whereas Marakar's gone for war factory barracks, which, unless they're doing some kind of special strat or double, I actually don't think their strat is the best here. I think we've got the better strat. So he goes to troop crawler to try and clear this up. But now the flame wall is in. But actually, I could have done a bit better on the missile defenders there, I think. But what I'm going for here... No, actually, Ammo's gone to drop me. So Ammo... This is why I'm a bit disappointed in Ammo, actually. Because Ammo's just gone for a pure, like, 1v1 kind of strat and only helping now. Whereas he's purely focused on 1v1. So Size is helping me out there. ViViD's not going to be on oils, actually. Has Size denied that? I think Size denied that. Yeah, Size denied the oils there. So that's actually MVP there from Size. Helped me by saving that V. And this has actually now allowed RaGe to come in with these double war factory flamers, because Marakar's been distracted for too long, and now Marakar's in a lot of trouble. Chinook here for me might go down, but laser locks here on the GATs, and all of a sudden, again, combination of these units, GATs and flamers with MDs, is not a hell of a lot you can do. I've actually gone for 4 oils here as well. Loads of cash now, so I can actually go for war factory Vs and stuff. Whereas Ammo, like, okay, he brought over that 1V to kind of help, but he's not got his own oils in his base because Size denied that. He's only just getting that other oil. And his initial drop or initial attack was actually on me to delay me. So it's kind of playing a 1v1 style, which I think 3v3, clues in the name, is all about team. And I don't think just playing a 1v1 3 times is the best strat. I think doubling one on the side is the better strat. And as you can see here, Marakar's having a hard time defending against the drops. Actually, that was a drop from me, and actually... Marakar just crushed all my MDs. There's like 6 MDs in there or something. But lucky for me, I'm on loads of cash and I've got loads more MDs, so I can just bring that in again. But that was a oh my god moment. But straight away now, when you kill one guy quick like this, and Sai's winning his side as well, but when you win one side like that, straight away it puts the back team in a really awkward position because they expected to be fighting like for the mid or fighting over here, but then all of a sudden your new front line is here where you did not expect it and you don't necessarily have any defense. So I brought in some MDs here. Marakar's still got a dozer, but Sai's pushing in here. Sometimes just kill these oils. Honestly, if it's the decider especially. Rather than bringing red guards over or anything that's going to take absolutely ages, just kill the oils, honestly. Get them out as fast as possible, get their economies down. But as you can see here, as I said before, his size is well and truly a solid teammate to have. Pretty much annihilated ViViD here, but ViViD did let Ammo take his oils. Oh, if that was the TNT, that would have been legendary. ViViD defeated. RaGe now coming in, but a combination of the missile defenders and the GATs. I'm on now V-spam on my own. 3, Wolf actually just 2. And quickly the enemy team is defeated. So it all kind of came from that drop of 3 MDs. Those are to build the barracks. I mean, if that barracks got up, it would have been even more ideal, but unfortunately Marakar had the RPG there. I'll just update the score. So yeah, this was $150, sponsored by Syntax. So yeah, first to win 7, as we have got now. So yeah, that kind of, they all kind of wanted to play like some kind of 1v1 3 times there, like GLA against GLA. USA was dropping me, and the China was just like kind of a normalish build, like War Factory Barracks. But actually, if you coordinate a nice double, actually that can sometimes get you the win very, very quick, as you saw there, 5 minutes 20. So yeah, 3MD drop and some Flamer spam can win you a lot of games in 2v2s and 3v3s. So anyway, yeah, I usually don't like watching my replays back, but I know some of you like it, and I wanted to at least finish this. I didn't want to just leave it as part 1. I was disappointed I lost part 2 and you lost all the comments, but we had a right laugh. Like game number 7 from in part 1. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch it and just listen to the chat and watch the game. It's like a 45-minute game. That's the reason we play Zero, man. That is the reason. So, yeah, GG, well played, and hopefully see you in the next one.